CSI. Miami didn't just make its cast famous. For one of its biggest stars, it marked the end of acting entirely. For others, the path forward didn't look the way success usually does, because spending a decade inside one of television's most iconic crime dramas doesn't just build fame, it reshapes identity. For 10 years, CSI Miami dominated television, and when the cameras stopped rolling, that success didn't disappear. It lingered, heavy, permanent. This isn't a story about scandal or failure. It's about what happens when a role lasts so long that it becomes inseparable from the person playing it. So what really happened to the cast of CSI Miami after the badge came off? We begin with the face that defined the franchise, David Caruso. Before CSI Miami, Caruso was already a known force in television. His work on NYPD Blue established him as an actor of intensity and presence, someone who carried authority without excess. Early film roles reinforced that image, setting him apart from conventional leading men. When CSI Miami premiered, Horatio Caine became more than a character. Measured delivery, unbroken eye contact, a calm authority that cut through chaos. Caruso anchored the series so completely that the show's identity fused with his performance. Its success made him one of the most recognizable figures on television and set the tone for every episode that followed. Then, after the series concluded in 2012, Caruso did something almost no television star does at the height of fame. He walked away. Completely. Choosing privacy over reinvention, he closed the chapter on a career defined by focus and control. It wasn't retreat. It was finality. And that decision reshaped how his success would be remembered. Today, audiences remember Caruso through Horatio Caine. The sunglasses, the stillness, the certainty. His legacy is inseparable from CSI Miami. Not because the role defined his career, but because it completed it. As the story moves forward, the focus shifts to Emily Procter. Before CSI Miami, Procter worked steadily across television and film. Roles in projects like The West Wing showcased intelligence and composure. She was respected, reliable, and quietly effective. As Calais Duquesne, Procter brought balance to the crime lab. Scientific precision met emotional awareness, offering contrast to Horatio's stoicism. Over time, Callie became an emotional constant, earning trust through consistency rather than spectacle. But not every post-show journey demands visibility. After CSI Miami, Procter stepped back from full-time acting. She focused on selective projects and personal priorities, including health-related advocacy. Her career didn't fade. It narrowed by choice. And that choice redefined what success looked like after long-term television fame. Today, Procter is remembered as the steady center of the lab. Calais Duquesne remains a symbol of competence and quiet authority, proof that leadership doesn't always raise its voice. From restraint, the story moves to momentum with Adam Rodriguez. Before joining CSI Miami, Rodriguez was building traction through guest roles and smaller appearances. He brought physicality and intensity, but was still searching for a defining opportunity. As Eric Delco, Rodriguez embodied the personal cost of the job: loyalty, vulnerability, growth earned under pressure. His character allowed audiences to see beyond procedure and into consequence. The role elevated him to leading man status within the ensemble. After the series ended, Rodriguez did not stay still. He expanded into other television projects, including Criminal Minds, while stepping into producing and directing roles. His career reflected motion rather than repetition, but the emotional weight of Delco followed him forward. Today, Rodriguez is remembered as the investigator who led with emotion. Eric Delco's arc stands as one of the show's most human. a reminder that strength and vulnerability often arrive together. The tone shifts as we turn to Khandi Alexander. Before CSI Miami, Alexander was already a deeply respected performer. With roots in dance, theater, and dramatic television, she carried authority shaped by experience. As medical examiner Alex Woods, Alexander gave the series its moral weight. Her character treated every case with dignity, reminding viewers that science never replaces humanity. The procedural edge softened but never weakened. After leaving the series, Alexander continued choosing roles with depth and consequence. Projects like Trem and Scandal reinforced her commitment to socially resonant storytelling. And even outside the lab, that sense of moral grounding never left her work. Today, audiences remember Alex Woods as the conscience of the morgue, a reminder that empathy belongs even in the most clinical spaces. From experience, the narrative turns to growth through Jonathan Togo. Before CSI Miami, Togo worked across independent film and television, often portraying characters still finding their footing. His early career reflected exploration more than certainty. As Ryan Wolf, that uncertainty became the story. Ryan's evolution from rookie to seasoned investigator mirrored the audience's long-term relationship with the series. Growth wasn't instant, it was earned. After the show concluded, Togo diversified his work across film, television, and voice acting. He maintained steady output without chasing a single defining spotlight, and that quiet consistency became the point. Today, Togo is remembered as the character who grew in real time. Ryan Wolf's journey reflects how identity forms through repetition, responsibility, and endurance. We conclude the cast journey with Rex Linn. Before CS Miami, Linn was a trusted character actor, frequently cast in authority roles that required credibility over charisma. His presence conveyed experience before he spoke a word. As Frank Tripp, Linn represented institutional memory. Old school policing meeting, modern forensics. He grounded the series in realism and texture. After the show, Linn continued acting steadily, moving between drama and comedy with ease. His career didn't reinvent itself, it endured. Today, audiences remember Frank Tripp as the voice of experience. His role reinforces a quiet truth about television longevity. Reliability lasts. What CSI Miami revealed is something television rarely acknowledges. Long-running success doesn't always free actors. Sometimes it fixes them in place. Inside roles that audiences never stop expecting. The cast of CSI Miami did not chase fleeting fame. They carried a procedural world for 10 seasons, case by case, year after year. The show demanded repetition, precision, and endurance, with little room to step outside the badge. In return, it offered permanence. CSI Miami became more than a series. It became a shared memory, a cultural shorthand for an era when identity was forged through time, not virality. And if this story stayed with you, it's because CS Miami wasn't the only show that changed its cast forever. Other series carried the same weight. Some never put it down. Those stories are waiting in the playlist. Some legacies don't end when the case closes. They wait. To be examined one more time.